An anonymous commenter on Philly.com is facing a defamation lawsuit. Now, this person obviously posted under a pseudonym. However, a court order has indicated that Philly.com does have to release the private information of this individual so he could face some time in court. Now, John J. Doherty is the person who's going after this anonymous commenter. He is actually the powerful head of the Local 98 of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. It's a kind of a goofy name, but that doesn't mean
it's a long name. It's a long name,
but
it's old school.
But you get the point.
There's unions left in the country? Okay, good.
So he's going after them. In October of 2012, Doherty sued over a comment posted 2 months earlier on a daily news blog that described a public feud involving Doherty. The comment identified Doherty by his well-known nickname, Johnny Doc, and called him the pedophile. So that's what he was upset about. He sees that as defamation, so he's going forward with this lawsuit. Now, Doherty sued the anonymous poster, and his lawyer subpoenaed Philadelphia Media Network, Philly.com's parent company, to supply the person's identity.
So, look, I got a lot of sympathy for John Doherty. I like that he's part of Local 98 of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers in Philly, you know? And he's Johnny Doc. All of a sudden, he's from New York. But anyway, and it sucks that you got called this name. And that's a low blow. It's an anonymous guy. It's easy to do. And I hope to God that nobody paid attention to that ridiculous charge, etc. On the other hand, dude, it's the internet, right? Like, people are called crazy stuff all the time, nonstop. There's just one anonymous comment. I don't know that I would have gone to court for it.
Yeah, so I think it's really interesting that the judge has asked Philly.com to hand over the information, because that kind of shows you that if you're posting as a troll and you think that it's anonymous and you don't have to worry about any consequences, it turns out that you could face some consequences for it. But at the same time, I mean, he has to prove damages in this defamation case. And I'm not entirely sure how he's going to prove damages, especially because I don't believe that a comment on an online forum does any type of damage to your reputation. I think that it's already generally known that people write crazy shit under an anonymous, name or whatever moniker without really meaning it. Like, there's usually no credibility or legitimacy to what they're posting.
Yeah,
so,
I don't love the precedent. I mean, let trolls be trolls. You know. I know that in extreme cases, it might be a closer case, right? If somebody's posting over and over again, they've set up a whole blog for it, and it has the air of officialness. Anna's right. In this case, just the one stupid anonymous comment. Nobody believes those comments anyway, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't love the precedent where they're going to go and invade the guy's privacy. He shouldn't have said that, by the way. Everybody knows. Everybody agrees he shouldn't have said that about Johnny Doc, right? Mm-hmm. But then to find out who he is and get into his life, and it makes me uncomfortable.
But there is an interesting point to be made about people who do post things. Like, let's say somebody writes a blog under a pseudonym, and in the blog there's some serious defamation there, right? So if you're accusing a man of being a pedophile or a child molester or something like that, that can cause serious damage to that person's reputation. You Google them, you look them up, let's say it's a future employer, and that kind of blog comes up, I'm pretty sure that, an employer would probably say, nah, better not hire him, even though there's really no way of confirming whether or not this is true.
Well, if you remember, we covered that extreme case of the crazy woman who kept making up allegations about this guy that she dated, right?
Yes.
And was she a professor or something?
I think so.
Yeah, and she wrote blog after blog, very specific charges that people could easily believe that turned out to be totally made up because she was angry at him for not going out with her longer, which turned out to be the correct decision, apparently. So to me, that's a different case, and I think you're well within your rights to find out who that is and stop that defamation and all that, right? Yeah. In this case, if you're going to go after every anonymous commenter, you're going to be a really busy guy, and it could be an excuse to unearth everybody's identity online, which has a downside, because those anonymous identities, yes, they're annoying sometimes in the form of trolls, but they also sometimes reveal information through those anonymous identities. So overall, I would rule the other way in this case.